flight of ducks is going to come in from the left front, and you're going to knock down two over here. One is going to go down to the left, the second one's going to go down in front of this little bushy island, and you're going to make a great shot on one going away that's going to go down on the edge of that bank over there. So the order is going to be left, middle, right. The honor dog will be seated to the left, or the honor handler will be seated to the left of the working dog. The honor will shoot only at the first bird down. Now, after the birds are down, you may pick them up in any order. You may release your dog anytime after the last dog is down. We will not release you. Go ahead, send your dog anytime after the last bird is down. What we're looking for marking is to see your dog proceed directly to the area of the fall, establish a hunt, pick up the duck, and return it to you. Now, after you've picked up all three marks, you'll notice there's a blind. The blind is to the right of that stump on the other side of that little puddle. It's about, what do we decide it was, 80 yards, 85 yards? 80 yards. 80 yards. So the handler, the honor dog shot set up that blind. So after you've picked up your marks, you're going to run that blind. And again, what we're looking for is to see your dog stay within a reasonable corridor to that blind. Respond effectively to whistle and directional controls, and bring the bird back. Now, we are going to have a diversion. The diversion is going to be after your dog is bringing back the last mark that they pick up, whichever one it is. And we're not going to make a big announcement. We're just going to say bird. We're not going to go, hey, there goes one. It's going to just be bird to let you know that the diversion is going out. We're looking, of course, for finish level control, approaching the line, at the line, leaving the line. So I think they'll be under judgment what's in the holding line. Tracy?
We'll put a marker on.
We'll put a marker here, and then honor dog, just walk back by the corner of the tent and leash your dog up there and return out. Do you want me to do that, Tracy, too?
No, I'll do that.
Okay.
I have a question on the honor dog.
Yes.
Do you say honor excuse?
Yeah, we'll excuse you. So if we don't say anything, go, hey, I'm still here, you know, and that, because we might be watching something else. So let's back up. He said he was honored to judge with me. I'm honored to judge with the Phil Magnuson. That's how he was introduced to me.
Who we had never heard of before he got here.
Actually, I had my Tommy. Tommy's like, hey, you're judging with this guy. Look out. But I am so glad to be here. It's continued growth for the HRC organization, so that's great. We're judging finished dogs here, as Phil said. And what is the finished dog? The finished dog at the local level is the best dogs that we have, right? That's what you brought today. So we're going to judge them. They're judged on control and style, and advanced marking, advanced blind handling, all these things. But as the 90% of our organization, these are the best dogs that they're ever going to see. So be proud that you're here and you're challenging this test today. So and one of my other jobs with HRC is I am the grand chairman also. So if you're here, I'm inviting you to the big show. If you're here, you've got potential, and look at your dog. You got some great grand handlers here, and your field rep. They can help you evaluate whether you should come. But if you're going to a weekend test and you're passing every test and not handling on marks and having good blinds, come on. I can guarantee you one thing: if you stay home, you will not pass the grand. But just a little side plug there for the grand. But we would be glad to see you and see the Region 2 area really come and shine at the grand. In judging a finished dog is a dog that can go anywhere in North America and hunt any waterfowl, land, water. That's the definition of it. The big step from there to the grand is it's the precision and style and the harder judgment that you have at the grand. But you have a top dog. You have a champion, or a champion in the making. So be proud. We want to see on control on this coming out. We'll put an area here. So you do whatever you do back there. Talk to your dog, do all that. When you get up to this point, you need to be off lead and under control. And what does that mean? That means that your dog needs to be with you coming to the working line. You're joining someone else. You're hunting with someone else. So a dog that's up here in the tent, peeing on the buckets, getting our cookies, knocking our coffee over, doing all that, is that a dog that's under finish level control? We can all agree that is not. A dog that runs up here and knocks the gun stand over in the bucket and all those things and over, messing with the honor dog, is that a finish level control? Right? No, so we can all. So that's what we're looking at. We want to see you work together. It's not a cadence. It's not a military drill of, you know, marching in step, but you need to be together, and the dog needs to be attentive to you and the field. So when you get up here, that control is going to stay with you the rest of the test. You're going to shoot your marks and need to be honored. You know, there, like Phil said, we're not going to release you. So if your dog is stay there and all the marks are down, you're good to go. You know, to release yourself and get in there. We don't want to see any dogs creeping out past the gun barrel. The way we're set up here is it's going to be real obvious. Your dog creeps, he's going over the side of that hill. So, but remember, it's the relationship to where the gun barrel is, and we've set it up where you don't have to have a lot of movement. The dog should see the birds without moving around a lot. If they do move, just control your dog. You know, that's stay engaged with your dog. In the HRC program, you can quietly talk to your dog the whole time. And you know, quietly is not like this. But just quietly, you're not disturbing the honor dog. You're not scaring us. If Phil and I jump, then you're probably a little bit too loud. So. But you know, that's what we're looking for. And I know that sounds challenging, but just stay engaged with your dog. On the marks, go to the area of the fall. Dog sets up a hunt, hunts diligently, brings the bird back 3 times. Same objective from started to the grand, all right? Yeah. All right. So that's what you want to see. And then finished, we want a delivery to hand. So you just stay engaged with your dog there. Phil went over the blind with you. It's there. It's 80, 81. We can't get a rangefinder to settle in on it, but that's where it's at. Challenge the line to the bird or the bird with every cast. And then cast all the way to the bird. This is not a get them over to the other edge, and then when they hit dry land, get the feet back under and let them hunt it up. That's not a finish level blind. Finish level blind is you put your dog on that bird. So stay engaged all the way to the bird. Don't give up. Don't quit unless you think it's just undoing everything you got. Let us do our jobs. We got paid a lot of money. We just haven't seen it yet. But you know, that's our job to determine when you haven't got there, not your job. So stay engaged and handle all the way and stay in there, because you don't know how we've judged that. We have areas of recovery, we have areas of fault, and let us do our job. So, the honor, we want that dog to have an unobstructed view of the birds. We want them to sit there while all the birds are shot down. As he said, you're only going to shoot the first bird. So, and then make your gun safe and be quiet. Remember that you know, you were just over there on that working position. So how would you have wanted to have been treated? What else you got? Gun safety. All right. And a Remington 870 on the working position, and then a Weatherby, right? Weatherby. A Weatherby, but they mechanically work very similar. You have the chamber release is on the front of the trigger guard, and the safety's on the back of the trigger guard. The most important safety aspect of this gun is the muzzle. If it is put in a safe direction all the time, then we are more than likely never going to hurt anyone, correct? So that muzzle needs to be pointed down the field or up in the air. Okay? The next is the breech. If the breech is open, this gun cannot fire. So we don't want to close this breech until we are ready to load ammo and start shooting the birds. And then the last is the mechanical safety here. Black is safe, red is fire. Okay? In the HRC program, we want the safety left on until the birds are in the air. When are the birds in the air? When you hear a winger go off. It's supposed to be in the air, so that's the time. Aim track at the top of the arc, show proper hunting form. You know, there's no shooting from the hip and that kind of stuff. The gun safety warnings, you know, if you point it at somebody, or, you know, you leave the breech closed, or, you know, we're going to give you a warning. If you do a couple of them, or you do something really unsafe, we're going to disqualify you, and that means that you're out and that dog's out, and you can't run any more dogs today. So you're welcome to come back and try again tomorrow, but you're done for the day, and that dog is done for the day. If you have other dogs, someone else can run them if you want, but it's we're not the only program anymore, because the SRS uses a gun too, but this is us. We're a bunch of gun-toting rednecks. Own it, embrace it, live it, love it, you know, all those things. No matter what you do in life, this weekend you're a gun-toting redneck. But you know, let's keep this in our. This is what keeps the hunt and the hunting program and the hunt and the hunting retriever. This is it, the gun. You don't kill them with a gun, you can't get them. So reach up and safety on when you put it down. Any questions on the gun? And if somebody wants to look over that other one, they work identical, but you know, it's a new gun. If you're at least concerned about it, go look at it. We'll take time.
Is the safety in the same spot on that one?
Yeah, it's in the back of the trigger.
It's not a thumb safety.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not like a Mossberg. It's
I mean, it almost looks like it was made by Remington.
Yeah, I would say they sure use some of the patents. So.
Yeah.
But what's that?
She freaked out because she had a caterpillar on her. I'm like,
Just a couple of quick things to follow up on gun safety. We've had occasions where that safety is off, but while the birds are being thrown. I mean, that's a warning. Some people, maybe who aren't that familiar with the gun, they load the gun with it laying across their lap. If you do that here, the gun will be pointed right at the honor handler. So be aware of that. Keep the gun on the safety rack.
So remember that that Phil and I are responsible for gun safety, and we're judging you. Don't make us judge you. That's the best advice I can give. Just be safe with it. So, is everyone handled the gun before? Who's this is their first finished test?
Oh, John.
There's always got to be one in the crowd.
Second?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you're new to it, and great. I'm glad to see you here, and we're going to help you. Phil and I, we're here to help you have a good experience up here. We're here to judge you, but we're going to. If you got a question, just ask us. That don't go up here and be scared to ask questions. He's a big ugly guy. I'm a huskily handsome guy.
I do have another question now that you're saying that. If there's
I'm running a test dog and I've been using like a girly gun. Could I take a look at this?
Sure.
Gun?
Sure. If you have your own gun, just.
We didn't dare bring it because it's New York.
We didn't know.
Oh, okay.
So,
But it's the same as the other gun. It's just bigger,
Yeah.
and these guns are a little bit stiff. It's going to take a
Okay.
little more effort to shot them.
whenever it's proper, I'd like to look at it.
Do we have another question?
Yeah, if there is a no bird, is the handler supposed to discharge the shell?
We are the only ones that can stop the test. If you have a mechanical malfunction with the gun, it doesn't eject, it gets jammed, continue with the test. Point the gun at the marks as they come out. We'll notice it if we don't say, I've got a problem with the gun, one of us will come and take the gun from you. We're the only ones that can stop the test. If there's a problem with one of the birds when they're thrown, we have to decide whether to call a no bird. You don't worry about it.
But she wanted to know, does she, at that point, if you do call no bird, does
Okay,
she
if there is an
continue
no bird,
to
yes, I would
clear the
Yeah,
gun?
clear your gun.
Empty the gun, because you're probably going to go back 3, so the gun's got to be empty, open, and safe.
Yeah, and one of us will be talking in the field, and then one of us will be helping you get off the line.
And
So,
if you have a problem with it, just let the judges know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an unsafe gun.
But yeah, just like Wayne said, just drive it like a rental. These 870s are made to be abused, and just when you rack that gun, you rack it as hard as you can, and that'll cut down on a lot of the jams and things like that. So just they're tough guns, and treat them like that. What else, Tommy? Yeah, dog creeps out that gun barrel. Why is creeping important? Nobody wants to shoot a dog. We're trying to show true hunting form here. And if we're out hunting and you and I are hunting and your dog keeps creeping out in front of the gun barrel, you're parting his hair. That's a dangerous thing. And the last thing we want to do is hurt one of these dogs or hurt one of us. So if the dog is out of control and creeping around and moving, heel them back. You stay engaged. If we've got to get engaged and tell you to re-heel them, then we probably are going to judge that. And you can be felled at the finish level for excessive creeping. So because it's a safety thing, and it's not a desirable trait in a hunting dog to be out past that gun barrel while you're shooting. It's disturbing the hunt. It's an unsafe thing. Flaring birds, all those things that go along with it. It's very important. So just re-heel them. So if they, like I said, we've set it up so there shouldn't be a lot of movement. But if they move, it's okay as long as they're back under that gun barrel, and then they're under control. So just bring them back to heel and stay engaged with your dog is the best advice I can tell you.
I think it's high.
Yep. Yeah, gun safety. Yeah, when you get that gun safety warning, it stays with you. Attire. Remember what we talked about? We're all gun-toting rednecks. On the HRC program, it's head-to-toe camo. So that means head-to-toe camo. No partial hats, no tan hats, any of those things. Shorts are fine. If you don't want to wear a camo hat, then don't wear a hat. But if you're going to come up here, we're in head-to-toe camo, so that's what we expect from you. So own it, embrace it, and love it. We good? Anybody got an issue with that? You're not wearing those pink shorts, Tommy.
They're camo. Pink camo isn't okay?
Hunting camo. What else? We're gonna have a good time today?
Yeah,
Whose first HRC test is this? Stop.
Yes, you can talk to your dog quietly through the whole test. It's not AKC. You can talk
Is this
to
your
your
first
dog.
HRC test too? Not just your first finish test?
Yes.
Wow, good for you. Good for you.
God bless.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
This club's done a great job. I think these grounds are amazing. When you see the local members, let them know. Man, we drove in. I'm like, is that our pond? Yeah, you can have that one. Is that our pond? Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, yeah. But we want you to go back here. Okay. You know, and then we go back here, and I'm like, all right.
Oh, a deer.
There you go.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
Fell a deer.
So it just got better as we came through the entrance, and so this afternoon we'll be moving right over here to this field. The wingers are already out there, so everybody stay out of this side of the road over here. So we got a nice land triple. You're going to have your honor and your diversion here, so when we go over there, we'll just have a triple and a blind. So it'll be pretty fast. Stay in the rhythm here. You don't have to run in catalog order. Kathy is your marshal. Please do not give her a hard time. She's brand new. She's doing a good job. If she has any trouble, it's only going to get worse for you when you get up here, I promise you. So don't give her any grief back there. She's learning, but we have a lot of experienced folks here that are going to help her out. She's going to run her dog, so at some point she'll be off the marshaling spot. Now the next thing comes to, we got to volunteer some people, don't we?
Heel.
Yep, that's where you're under judgment. You can only sit where you are. Got your duck call? I do not. This Tennessee Yankin.
Dog ready?
Yes.
Mark.
Quack, quack, quack.
Number 2.
Darcy.
Find your mark. Back! I don't really know where it went.
quack.
Hey!
Okay, load one now.
Where's it gonna go?
Birdie.
Open and safe? Heel. Back. Heel. Touch it up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Heel. Touch it up. Touch it up. Touch. Touch it. Touch it. Touch. Touch. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Everybody okay?
Sit. Sit, no birds.
Deal. This way. Here, Eli. Right. He was looking at the mirror. What's going on? Just checking things out. He's just, he can do it whatever way he wants.
I might.
He might eat it. Okay, go ahead and remove. no honor, there's no diversion here, so it's just going to be pick up 3 marks on a blind. Easy. So, the way that the hunt's going to develop is the first bird's going to come out from behind the wood pile and land in front of that tree. The second bird's going to come out from the hide you see over beyond the tree, and it's going to be an indent, and it's going to fall pretty much in front of that bush. The last bird is going to start straight out. It's going to be an angle back into that big clearing. Pick them up in any order. After you pick up all 3 birds, the blind is over to the right. You see the ribbon? Just beside the birch tree there. It's about 99 yards. So, what we want to see again, the dog should go to the area of the fall, set up a hunt within the area of the fall, find the bird, come back and return it to you. And we had some issues this morning. You got to work on steadiness, control. I don't think we had any gun safety issues this morning.
We're going to talk about some stuff.
Okay, good.
All right. Let's talk about gun safety. Y'all did great this morning. A couple of you we talked to about how you can do it a little bit better. Everyone did good about keeping that muzzle in a safe direction. Can't reiterate that enough, that this muzzle's in a safe direction. No one's going to get hurt. We may have something happen, but no one's going to get hurt. Keeping that breech open, that keeps us from firing shots that we don't want to. Y'all were awesome about keeping the safety on until the birds came out. One thing I want to caution you is make sure that you shoulder that gun up here. This is not how we kill them. This is how we kill them up here. So just make sure that if we talk to you, just look out for that. No one received any warnings or anything, so we're all good to go. Just take your time. You paid your entries, so take your time. It's your show up here. We're not in a hurry. Creeping. We had some creeping. You know, it happens. It's these dogs are wound up, ready to go, and all this. If that dog creeps out, and we've told you to reheel that dog. But also remember, you need to shoot up in the air, because if you're shooting over top of that dog, now you're making us judge you on gun safety, also with the creep going on. So if we say shoot up, if we say that, we say shoot up, that means for you to put up in the air. Don't shoot over top of that dog. So we're trying to keep that safety first, right? So just keep that in mind. If the dog does creep out, get engaged. I mean, you're being judged. You're not hiding anything from us. You know, it's there. We're judging it. And if the dog is creeping, get engaged and get that dog back. It's not going to get any better if you don't do something about it. And we are judging it, so you're not getting away with it. So, and then if we say reheel your dog, then you need to reheel that dog, because we have it in a position it's not supposed to be in. So just work with that. It's a tough thing, you know. These dogs are excited. We want them to be excited and engage the field and all that, but they have to show that finish level control. So.
No, we had a couple of misfires or a couple of poppers that didn't go off this morning. Don't worry about it. Just cycle the next one. Continue with the
gun jams. Just keep going. You know, they're dead. So, but you guys did great for that. First-time handlers, everybody did awesome with that. So just watch the creeping and you know, just make sure you shoulder the gun. All right, questions of us?
Just once again. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Right, left, middle.
Okay.
Pick them up in any order.
Okay.
You got a double blind and 2 diversions. No?
I can't hear.
If we talked to you and then we made a decision that you were out this morning, it doesn't change this afternoon. But if you want to run your dogs, we will be glad to sit right here with you and let you run the setup. I encourage you to do so today. So this is your opportunity to maybe gain some experience. You know, the judgment is what it is, but let's get something out of it and enjoy the day. Questions, comments, snide remarks? Nothing. All right.
Take the leash off.
Go out the other side over there.
Yeah.
And then when you get in front of the holding blind, you are under judgment. So you do whatever you do back here, but when you get out here where Phil and I can see you, you are under judgment. Be off the corner of this blind.
Depending on how the blind planting goes, we may ask you to receive the last bird in this holding blind.
You go back in the holding blind.
If they're still out there planting the blind. The blind is not hot.
When you exit out this way, and then when you get to this corner of the shelter here, then go back on lead, and that'll end your judgment. Nancy, let me swap these goats off with you. You guys can move forward if you want. Hey, this is a dull crowd. What's going on? Man, this is fun. This is as much fun as stomping baby chickens.
Why would you stop baby chickens?
Guns up!
That's what they do in Florida.
Maybe alligator.
Ooh, aggressive. Close it. Close it.
Back! Open and safe.
Man, you look like you've been doing this 20 years already. I mean, you're doing a hell of a job.
Mark lost.
So you're undermining all my comments now.
Don't listen to Phil. Just distracting you. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
You never saw that one.
She didn't see it,
Bring her in, line her up like a blind.
yeah. I don't even know where it is.
Right in front of the tree.
This one?
Right in front of that tree.
Okay. Edgar. Back!
Let her see if she'll wind it.
Stop her.
Yeah.
Here!
She smells it now.
Give her an over. She knows it's there.
Over!
Good girl, Blossom.
That's what she said.
No, she never saw me.
Okay, then. Keep the dog facing towards me.
Deal.
You good now?
job, man.
Why do you think she was the first before Amanda?